episode of Media Strikes Back. I'm here in the studio with the lovely Joanna. Joanna, tell me, how has your week been?
My week has been full on, awesomely busy. It's been good, it's been good. I've been filming, I've been chatting to people, doing some interviews, also riding all around Melbourne on my bicycle.
Yes, many of you might see Joanna because she rides everywhere.
My bicycle's name is Buffy because she is kick-ass.
Is she?
Yeah, and good.
Brilliant. Well, we have a massive lineup on the show for you tonight. We're going to go visit the Twoks. They're a lovely band, so Chris went and had a chat with them, and they are absolutely amazing and very inspirational. Love their stuff.
And we're going to see the Pizza Fest.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
We want pizza now. So I'm very jealous of Steph. We also went and had a chat with Mr. Alabama.
Funny guy.
Yeah. Chris and Steph got to check out a set, so you'll have a good old chuckle with him. And we also had Yana, who went and visited Mikasha.
Mikasha. Sounds like Mikasha, but it's equally as delicious. Let's go and see what they got up to.
Hi guys, we're here today with the absolutely talented Mikasha. She's been performing all around Melbourne and singing since about 13 years of age. So how did you get into this?
Well, it all started when I was about 8 years old, and me and my friends made a band and would practice routines at lunchtime, and then we'd perform them.
At school?
Yeah, at school. But no one watched. No one was there.
What an awesome school to go to though. Imagine having live entertainment at lunchtime every day.
Yeah, I think everyone wanted to shut up. Like,
Yeah.
wanted us to shut up. So
That's brilliant. How do you, Mikasha, think you know, the music scene comes about in Melbourne? Is it a pretty happening industry?
yeah, I think so. I think there's heaps of artists that are just like me, like they've got their music out and stuff. I don't really know if, I just think maybe it needs a bit more support from everyone else, especially like I think the R&B scene is what's sort of lacking a little bit. I mean, there's heaps of talent, but it's just really hard to get your stuff onto the radio and for people to pick it
get
up
out
because
there. Yeah.
It's like the American music scene is where the R&B is really huge. And
Definitely, it's a lot bigger over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are you thinking of releasing something in the near future?
yeah, I'm working on my EP at the moment, and it's going to have 7 songs, and it's self-titled. It's
Great.
probably coming out at the end of this year. So
Oh, fantastic.
out.
So who has been an inspiration to you while singing? Do you have a favourite?
well, Michael Jackson, which is a lot of people's favorites. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, John Mayer. I love Paramore and the Spice Girls, of course.
God, it is competitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you mind doing a bit of a demo for us of any of the...
Yeah, I can
work?
sing Michael Jackson PYT. You guys want to hear it?
Let's do it, of course we do. I'll dance along to it.
Okay. 'Cause don't you know now is a perfect time. We can make it right in the city lights. The baby tonight is a love and pain. Let me take it to the max. I want to love you. Pretty young thing, you need some loving. Tender love and care, and I'll take you there.
Woo! Crowd goes wild. Did you hear that? My
You
God.
hear the crowd.
I am not going to try even get anything close. I sound like a broken record. But thank God we have people like you around. Thank you so much for coming in today.
That's all right, thanks for
coming
having me.
out on a wonderful Melburnian day, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for that, Yana. She's a lovely little girl, isn't she?
She's awesome. Both of them.
It's good to see R&B really developing in Melbourne as well.
Especially that Melbourne swagger that everyone is going on about.
And as a dancer, you dance to a lot of that music as well.
Yep, when you listen to music and you see dancing with it, then I don't know, I get into it so much more.
No, I love it because I'm not a dancer, so it's
come on,
wicked.
kid. Come on.
So we've also got some food coming up. Now, what is the best thing you've eaten this week? I have to ask this because Melbourne is such a foodie city.
Absolutely, like you go anywhere and you just see that and you're like, oh, what the hell? But probably the best thing that I went to Shanghai Dumpling House in Chinatown.
Yum.
They are just incredible there. There's 3 levels. I've got their wireless system because I just like bam, 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 churning it up.
Yeah.
All of those places in Chinatown are just so good, like authentic dumplings. It's just awesome. And you got to, $20 for Banquets.
Anything.
Anything.
Yeah, I love a bit of pasta myself, so that's my soft spot. Had a good pasta this week in Melbourne. But we're going to cut to a break, and when we're back, we're going to go visit the Melbourne Pizza Fest with Steph. Welcome back to the break. I'm here with Steph and Lee, and we're going to talk about pizza.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
General consensus.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah. It was really, really, really good talking to those guys.
I don't know if I want to actually talk about pizza.
The pizza that we had was the Siciliana, and it had like sausage and really nice sauce. It was so delicious, and it tasted really fresh as well. It was just.
And did you think to bring us any back?
Actually, I'm really sorry.
Are you really sorry?
No.
No, exactly.
Yes.
We want pizza.
Straight on the enemies list, you guys.
Yeah, no more Steph, no more food Steph. And Lee, what's your favourite pizza, seeing as Steph didn't bring us any back?
I've got to say, I do love a traditional margarita, as long as it's done right.
Very nice.
You know, but then you've also got all the toppings as well that you can chuck on a pizza.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just traditional.
Very nice.
Isn't it?
My family and me have a bit of a pizza off every Christmas, so it gets a little bit competitive.
Yeah,
So if you want something to do at Christmas time, have a pizza off.
that's different.
Yeah, it is different. It causes lots of arguments. All right, let's have a look at the pizza and what Steph got to eat.
Now I'm in the heart of Little Work Street at Plus 39 Pizzeria, and I'm here today with the main chef, Salvatore. Now, tell us a little bit about the pizzas that you guys make here.
Okay, at Plus 39 we try to do the best pizza that we can possibly do in Australia, which using the freshest produce, and of course it's never going to be the same as Napoli, because in Naples the water's different, the flour's different, but we try to do the closest thing, and we've got a good team in the kitchen that we work very hard together. We use good produce, fresh, and we won Best Pizzeria in 2010, and hopefully we can win it again in 2012.
That's awesome. Now tell us a little bit about this competition that you guys are having at the moment.
Well, the Festa della Pizza, it was organised by Matteo, and he's organised 12 of the best pizzerias in Melbourne, and basically we judge by the customers and also the judges on, of course, technique, flavour, ingredients, the ambience, wine list, and of course the best pizza, so yeah.
Now I'm here with Matteo, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about this competition.
Well, my initial idea was, of course, to have 12 free pizzas around Melbourne. That's the whole idea why I organized this festival. No, I'm kidding. No, basically the idea was to showcase authenticity and passion and quality in pizza making. We'll leave it up to the public. They will come here and to the different pizzerias and vote. So they will will have their say in deciding who's the best pizzeria in Melbourne.
We get a lot of regulars, so yeah, it's always good to hear good feedback.
That's awesome. And you excited about this competition, yeah?
Very excited, and I think we've got a very good chance to win it, so yeah.
And what's your involvement in this? How long have you been doing this for?
I've been working on this for the last 4 or 5 months.
And do you cook yourself?
I cook myself. I really enjoy cooking, and my girlfriend who's here tonight too is one of the officers of the festival. She really enjoys every night me taking care of the cooking. I'm kind of a dominant male in the kitchen.
One more question. What's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza would be sausage, eggplant, and gorgonzola.
Ooh, that sounds really, really nice. Well, thank you so much for chatting to us today.
Well, I hope you got to all enjoy watching Steph stuffing her face, because I didn't, because I wanted to eat that pizza.
We're starving over here, Kim. We are starving.
Yes! Still got a little bit of...
Yeah.
No. Oh, yum!
It was really good.
Jealous.
What a great idea, though, a pizza festival, you know?
It
There's
was.
so much you can do. There's no limits to what you can put on one or how you make them.
No limits to how many you can eat and judge.
It just increases the awareness of the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, you're the lucky one who got to do it.
Yeah.
So now we're going to have a chat about Mr. Alabama. So, Steph, you got to go and see him as well.
Yes, he was a really funny man, Kim. And
Funny
he
man.
just has lots of opinions and
that.
made us laugh a lot. So you'll see that in the interview.
And is there anything fun you haven't done this week? Eating, laughing?
I don't know
That's a
All
no.
over the world.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Again, she's
Yeah.
not sorry.
She's on the way.
Well, let's have a look at Mr. Alabama.
Hi guys, we're here at the Comic Lounge with Josh Hutchins, aka Mr. Alabama, and young Stephanie as well.
Hello.
And yeah, we're just going to see what's happening in the crazy mind of Mr. Alabama.
Oh shit, I want to ask you a question, Australia. Can Americans see outside the United States? No. Hell no. Anything past the border is like non-existent. Australia, I come from a country that holds a World Series every year. And we don't invite nobody but just us.
How long have you been a comedian for?
Oh man, just in Melbourne. I started in 2005, so I've been doing comedy for about 7 years now.
Yeah. And what's your worst show experience?
Oh, my worst show experience, man. It was wicked. It was the St. Kilda Festival, man. And, like I just couldn't get the chemicals right. You know what I mean? So it just didn't go right, and they canceled the show, man. But you gotta have that happen to grow, you know what I mean? So like, I'm not gonna look back at that and say that's a negative step. It was just something that had to go. I thought I got a little bit too big for my britches, wanted to branch out a little bit, you know, got out there kind of high, and then, you know what I'm saying? And just crashed. But I wanna tell you, now if you're out there and you're doing stand-up comedy or singing or whatever, and you bomb, that's because you're just starting out, okay? It's gonna happen. You're gonna be like this, all right?
That's right. And,
Rolling with the
that must have
homies.
happened to you a few times, yeah?
Oh, well,
yeah.
well, how do you learn? You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying? It's just a matter of just getting back up and doing it again, you know what
Oh,
I'm saying? Man, I gotta tell you though, man, I had to fly. I'm gonna show you just how naive all Americans are, man. I had to fly back home, right? I get back home. I come from a small country town and shit, you know. I'm hanging on the corner like black folks do. You know, I'm selling a few drugs and shit. Y'all laughing. I had to make myself feel calm and shit. So my cousin gonna ask me some silly shit. He goes, "Hey, Bama, where is that place that you're going back to?" I said, "I'm going back to a place called Australia." He said, "Australia?" He says, "Oh, brother, I know where that is. Shit, that's up around Texas." I'm like, "No, man, that's Austin." It's like black humor, man. It's like Cat Williams.
Am I going to get it?
Yeah, you'll get it.
Everyone gets it.
No, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, my humor is like a black humor with a little Aussie flavoring on it. You know what I mean?
So you're your own flavour. So it's basically like Cat Williams, like you said. It's,
Yeah, like Cat Williams, Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor. I love them, you know what I'm saying?
the kind of people that are original themselves. You
Yes.
have to take them how they are.
But
They
like,
don't-
if I was too black, I don't think the audience would, which, I mean, I'm black, but like what I mean by that is like, if it's, my humor is just too black,
Yeah.
I feel that the Australians wouldn't get the slang words, so
Right.
you kind of got to flavor it with a little Australian on the top, you know, change a few words. and
Yeah.
all, You know?
Where do you get your ideas to do what you do?
Oh, everywhere.
Everything?
Yeah, I like the paper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get ideas from the paper. I like to write on the train. Yeah, so I write on the train. Just all kinds of certain funny stuff, you know what I mean? Because I wrote this one joke. I don't know if you guys think it's funny, but I wrote this one joke where, like, I'd never seen, like, you know, brown people in America, right? There's a lot, and there are some dark people, but when I came to Australia, like, I ran into this very, 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 very dark person. I mean, he was, like, so dark he would scare himself at night. You know what I'm saying? No, he was that dark, right? And I wrote the premise. I said, I'm on the train, and I'm talking to this brother, and so I'm looking at him, and I'm going, damn. And I'm looking at myself, and I'm like, damn, right? I'm like, he's fucking blue. He's blue, you know what I'm saying? He's that dark, right? So we get off the train, it's about 10:30 at night. I get off, I'm looking around, I can't see him. I start walking off. I'm like, damn, and I finally see him. I was like, damn, I thought it was my shadow. Now, ladies, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got a nice looking ass, I'm gonna look at it. My my son and I just happened to be coming into Southern Cross Station, you understand? I see this beautiful, nice, big, black, beautiful girl with a big ass, you know that kind of, you know that kind of puts you in your mind, Serena, one of them, pow, 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 pow. You know one of them, don't you? So we get on the elevator and shit, right? We get on the elevator, right? She's looking at my son. She's looking at me. We're looking at her. Elevator starts lifting up, you guys. We're in the elevator. All of a sudden, good people, I'm looking at her. My son's looking at her. She goes, excuse me. I think I made a smell it. My 8-year-old pipes up and goes, no, bitch, I think you shit.
Josh, thank you very much
Thank
for talking
you.
to us. And
Yes.
I hope that I do get to eat chicken one day.
Yeah.
And we're going to watch your show.
Let's watch a
See
show.
how it goes.
He was fantastic.
Hilarious.
You had a bit of a laugh there in the interview as well. It was making you laugh a fair
It was
bit.
a bit too much. It was really funny.
There's nothing wrong with a good belly laugh.
It's the best medicine.
I'm usually the one who's picked on when you go to a comedy show because I sit right up the front and I just laugh and I just can't help it.
They tell you you do that.
Yes, they do. I don't know why. Also, a good friend of mine, she always gets picked on every single time we go. Yeah. But there's so many great comedy venues around Melbourne, especially for up and coming comedians. So, you know, there's just, I love it.
Just get yourself out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and if you're a comedian, get yourself out there because you know you have your ups, your downs. I heard from someone, I think, you know, the first 3 years you crap, and then after that you'll build up. But you know, comedy is seriously one of those things you just have to keep doing, and then in the end you'll just, you know. And I think he was saying that as well. In the end, you'll come through.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's hard with the crowds that you get as well. So you've got to
Yeah,
work to the crowd as well. So
yeah, exactly.
some things work, some things don't. You learn.
Pick your audience.
Very true. Well, we're going to jump to a break. When we're back, we're going to have a chat to the Twoks. Welcome back from the break. Now I'm joined with the lovely Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
How are you going, Kim?
I'm good.
Good.
Looking fashionable as always. Loving the shoes.
Thank you. Loving the boots. Bridge
Loving
Road,
boots.
Melbourne local strip of shops.
Great place to shop.
It is, definitely.
And what have you been doing this week?
I've had a busy week. I've been working really hard, but I've also been checking out some local talent. I went to the SB over the weekend, so, you know, I love to do that in Melbourne because it's just in abundance here, so.
Well, I'll tell you what about local talent. The next segment we have, we're going to go visit the Twoks, and they are absolutely phenomenal.
I've heard about these guys. Who are they?
Yeah, so guy and girl, let's just say they play the violin, drums, and she sings and also uses feet pedals. That's probably not the right definition for what they are, but she is just a bundle of energy.
Far out, multi-talented.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, and the music, well, I think they're my new favourite band now, so.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so we'll chat more about them, but let's jump and have a look at the Twoks.
Thanks, Ian.
If I were to move out, get a job in a free me, 'cause it's not so.
Hi guys, I'm down here at the bakehouse with the Twoks. That's right, Twoks. Is that how you say it?
That's it.
That's how you say it. Fantastic. Well, first question I have to ask you is why Twoks?
Well, TWO spells two.
Yeah.
KS is K's. 2 K's because my surname starts with a K and Mark has a K in it. That's it.
How did you guys meet?
Well, I've been doing the Twoks, like this project, for about 5-6 years now.
Yeah.
And in about the 3rd year, went through a lot of lineup changes. And at one time, the Twoks was a trio with bass in it as well. And the bass player at the time helped me to find a drummer and brought along Mark. And then Mark came along, and I didn't know him from anyone. He hadn't been to music school or anything. So
Oh no, not.
auditioned him, and he passed. And then we, just made it as a duo.
Okay, and what was the audition like?
Completely unauditioning. I didn't even know what I was getting in for, so
Oh,
I just had a hit.
just came along to
Yeah,
jam.
just drank a bottle of Jack Daniels and just.
Who plays the instruments?
Well, Zanny plays violin and sings.
Violin.
Yeah, the violin.
Cool.
And she loops it through a loop station, and then it's series of effects which I don't understand at all.
Yeah.
And then I just play along on the drums. That's kind of how it works.
Yeah, and you're happy with it being a two-piece at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very much
Gives me
so.
a lot of freedom. I use a POG, which is an octave pedal, so it can drop the violin an octave, which kind of sounds quite bassy. So I like that freedom of being able to provide my own bass.
Is this your regular
This
clothes?
is all I wear.
It's just rehearsal day, like, yeah, you know.
You wear that all the
I
time.
go to all rehearsals in my onesie.
In your onesie. You've got a yellow one as well.
I've got a yellow one, I've got a black one, I've got a red one, a hot pink one. I've got heaps. Velvet black one.
You just found them in the store one day and you were like...
No, my
wear it.
sister made this.
Your
Custom
sister made? It's custom made.
Yeah. And the skirt, like, it even has inbuilt undies so that it doesn't, like, ride up.
So you're like a superhero, super music.
I suppose, yeah.
And have you thought about making Mark anything? So you're all in uniform?
There's plenty of talk about that.
No?
But I'm probably just not able to pull it off, to be honest. I'll pull it on, to start with. And then,
Not a Lycra fan?
No, I'm not big on the Lycra. And I don't need to be as aerodynamic as Annie on stage, and fast.
And so what plans do you have to go ahead? I noticed you've been trying to raise money for an album.
Yes, yep, we've got 10 grand to go.
You've got 10 grand to go, and so your total is $10,900.
No, we've raised 5 grand already, so 15,000. But we're looking at working on the album in the next few months, and then launching it in November, and then we're going to set off on our first big tour of East Coast and South Australia. So,
have you got a full album, or do you just have?
Well, before Mark joined the Twoks, I did put out an album.
Yep.
And then the EP is the first thing that Mark and I have done together. So it'll be our debut album as the two of us, but it will be my sophomore.
Technically.
Yeah. It's all very complicated. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's going in the direction you want.
Yeah. So happy Mark's sticking around. Thank you, Mark.
Well, thank you both for coming and talking to us, or for us letting us come talk to you.
No, yeah, thanks for
It's
coming to
fantastic.
our little rehearsal today.
Yeah, it's an amazing place down here at the Bakehouse.
Now tell me, Sharon, what did you think of the Twoks?
I really loved her outfit. How amazing was that? They're fantastic.
The blues and blacks, one piece.
They sound familiar. Have they been around?
Well, they've actually been played on Triple J, Triple R and PBS. And, you know, their sounds, as you can tell, I love them.
Yeah, you're a fan.
I am, and she's just a bundle of energy. So is he, you know, and they just make such great music.
And the energy just rubs off on you as well, and you have a good time with them as well.
I know, I listen to them like, I want to sing now.
If you guys want to check that out, or even previous episodes, be sure to hit up mediastrikes.com. There's lots of giveaways and lots of other things on there, so check it regularly.
Exactly, and if you've missed an episode, you can always catch up. Until next week, guys, we'll see you then.